show you a bit of my Apple collection, and miscellaneous electronics and PCs. Hopefully this video turns out alright. I'm using my GoPro, so I can't actually see what it's looking at right now. I can only loosely judge. But here are some various power mats. Got a whole line of them. I really like the graphite power mat G4s. I have 7 of them? No, 9 of them. Because there's 2 more down there. So yeah, here's just some stuff. Lots and lots of mats. We got some disk drives down there. Lots of CD drives, jazz drive, or jazz discs. I actually don't have a drive for that yet. Here's my Apple IIe with the monitor and a duo disc. Everything works, even got a joystick for it. Really one of my favorite items in my collection. I also have an image writer too, which supposedly works according to the seller, but I haven't messed with it yet. Got Apple Color monitor. I don't know the exact model number of this one, but it's VGA. And then I got an Apple II GS here, and then lying on top of it is a Color Style Writer 2400. It's a Tandy 1000 SX. And then this here's my workbench where I work on things. So it's kind of a mess right now. Messing around with some old Dell stuff. Down below here is where I store my towers that aren't that important to me. Well, everything's important, but you know. So I have a bunch of Dells, miscellaneous stuff down there. And then this is call it my reference computer. This is connected to the internet, so I can Google stuff, and I have all my computer manuals saved to it. So it's, for referencing things. It's a Dell Inspiron with a dual-core Athlon X2. Also have a USB floppy drive for reading stuff from my Navica. And this monitor is actually really nice because it has VGA, DVI, composite, component, and S-video. So it's almost like a TV. And I could use it with my VCRs and stuff, DVD players. So spin around, and here's some more items, more Apple stuff, because I prefer Apple stuff. Got a PowerMac G5, Quicksilver, a Quadra 800, a Power Macintosh 6500 225, and a Quadra 700. Up top, I have a Macintosh 2CI and 2CX that needed a lot of work. Lots of bad capacitors and stuff. Up top, I have a C64 and its disk drive, as well as, I forget the model of that Commodore monitor, but that's up there. Various games on CDs. Then down here, I'll come around. I have a Blueberry CRT, and then I have my VHS collection up there. Then over here, up top, I have 2, oh man, I forget the size of those, the cinema displays, the aluminum ones, very nice. And then you won't be able to see it from the other side when I go back over there, but there are my iBooks. I have the iBook G3, clamshell, and the Snow White. I have Blueberry, Indigo, and Tangerine. Some of my faves. Then there's the back of my iMac G3s, Grape, Strawberry, and the original Bondi, all tray loading. Then I come around again. I forgot to show these here. I have a 2009 Intel Xserve with whatever Xeon processor it has, as well as a G5 Xserve that doesn't work. The power supply I think is toast. Maybe one day I'll get around to fixing that. Lots of miscellaneous stuff, including a early 2008 Mac Pro. Library of knowledge. Lots of vintage books about various versions of Mac OS and System 7 stuff. Not gonna read all those, but they look nice. Then up here we have my Newton eMate 300, which is pretty darn cool with its translucent plastic. Then one of my favorite machines up top here, the Power Macintosh 5500 225. It's a really nice all-in-one, but this one has a Sonic upgrade card to a 500 megahertz G3, and doesn't really make it much faster, but it's cool to have nonetheless. It's got maxed out RAM, as well as the video capture card and Ethernet PCI card, so that's Gucci. Then we come over here, and I have all three sizes of the iMac G4. Got the 15-inch on the left there, 17-inch, and then the more rare 20-inch. Also have an Apple iSight camera up top there. Then on this middle shelf, I have the collection of keyboards. These are all Apple keyboards except for two. The one on the left is a IBM Model M, but it's not one of the nice ones. It's still pretty cool, but it's not the coveted Model M. And then one of these is like a Mac Alley clone keyboard. Then down in the back there, I've got another Indigo G3 slot loading, another Apple Cinema display, and a iMac G5. And then tucked back here, I have yet another Indigo, a eMac, and the last CRT display Apple ever made. And then up top, there are two more Indigo iMacs. Back here, I have an Apple IIc with the matching monitor, a QuickTake 100, a Macintosh Plus, and some various boxes up there. This is all work in progress, so it's messy. And then here are the computers I have set up right now. This is my Power Macintosh 8600-200. I use this because it has a floppy drive, a CD drive, and a zip drive, and so it's nice to be able to transfer stuff from a modern machine to vintage stuff that doesn't have, USB or zip drive. So that's nice. And then I got my Blueberry monitor here. And then swing on over here. We have my absolute favorite in my entire collection is my Power Mac G3 blue and white with matching monitor. This machine is pretty specced out. It's got max RAM and a 550 megahertz G4 processor. Since it uses the same socket, they're interchangeable. So it's pretty darn fast. It runs Mac OS 9. I'd like to get a better graphics card for it, but for now it's adequate. And then I have an external FireWire hard drive up top that I store all my games and disk images on. Then this isn't set up right now, but there's an LC3 with whatever the heck that Apple monitor is. So yeah, that's my Apple collection. I like to call it a bit of a museum and a workspace. I'm trying to make it more organized and less cluttered, but I always seem to be acquiring new things and making a mess of everything. But it's a pretty cool little space. And then I forgot to say up top, I have two Macintosh SEs, and then the one on the left actually has the what did Apple call it? The HD20. It's a 20 megabyte external SCSI drive. Actually, it doesn't use SCSI, it uses the floppy connector. But I guess it's actually pretty rare, and it works. Works the last time I used it, and then I got a bunch of bot software up there. So, thanks for watching. Shout out to my friend Marcus. I told you I'd make this video eventually, and here it is. Greetings from the US of A. Adios.